Hey guys, Rose here. Welcome back to Mirage Noir, the prologue. And last time we left off, we were running from some kind of tiger thing. And no, what? No, let's not touch it. Okay, and let's continue. Oh, my bad. I messed up. Just a few steps. Why does it keep double clicking? I will kill you, rip you apart. I don't want to die. You will. I don't. Run, run, run! You don't have to. You don't stand a chance. That overwhelming feeling of weakness as you feel that your body collapses. No, not now. Yellow, sincere eyes straight before your face. I don't want to. Pain. Everlasting void. The void is swallowing every part of your body. It completely fills your soul and mind. A ruthless emptiness. Welcome back. Welcome back to where? Oh, music. Renee, I'm pronouncing that right. Just a normal winter evening. When I look outside from my hut, I felt a sharp coldness that penetrated me to my very bones. I'm assuming this is a girl. I took a step back and decided to get my warm coat on. That also had a thick cape with some fox fur sewn onto it. There's absolutely no need to risk your health, especially that I'm completely on my own here. After all, you need to warm up a bit, right? Who's talking? Luckily, it wasn't snowing and the wind was barely perceptible. So the piercing coldness was the only inconvenience at the time. I took my first step on the pathway that was leading from my home to the nearby caucus. Snow was quietly jingling under my feet as I was walking through the dark night. I was slowly walking through the forest, passing by the trees that were changing into darker and darker shapes with every step I took into the woods. I got goosebumps when I only imagined what could crouch in a place like that. Vampire? Wraith. Even if I knew that my village is rather complex, my imagination just kept getting wilder and wilder. Then I felt a chilly, threatening touch on my shoulder. Blood in the veins simply stopped, and I felt that in my heart was my mouth. Without a second thought, I started to run ahead, got away in a few quick jumps. I looked back, ready to fight my opponent, which happened to be a branch. I let out a sigh of relief, but I also was very embarrassed that I behaved like an average wrench. Killed by a stick. Yeah, so dramatic. Actually, that small incident braced me up a little, and my stupid self remembered that I didn't have to roam aimlessly in the darkness. I took off my glove and touched my eyes as I poured a stream of mana through them. It's kind of pretty. The grim, dark, deadly forest became much friendlier and brighter. All those fantasies about evil creatures lurking around the corner just flew away like a smoke. I went deeper and deeper into the woods, not stopping for such trivial matters anymore. Actually, I got a little annoyed and hungry. My familiar was out for too long. Definitely for too long. Emily? Maybe? That was... Okay, that didn't make sense. She was supposed... That hurts. That's kind of spelled wrong. She was supposed to get back home at dinner time, and now it was long past supper. Wasn't worried at all. I was rather irritated. Still the first time when my lovely companion was taking her sweet time walking in the wild far beyond her telepathic mind. I left my hut trying to find her and her meal, which she was supposed to hunt down for us. Oh, there it is. Hey, look there, Pop Prince. What? I saw her marks on the ground. In the state of vision, they were glowing just for me like fireflies. I sped up and followed them without a shred of doubt. Okay, then. I think I was marching for half an hour, and I still couldn't find my unruly kitten. Kitten? She told me about that tiger that tried to eat us. I was angry that she was probably making fun of me. I took another solid sip from the bottle because the penetrating coldness was slowly finding its way into my bones. That mean idiot. When I slowly was getting used to the idea that I won't find her today, I felt a faint connection with my familiar. Okay, maybe it is familiar. Maybe she's talking about, like, I don't know. I called her out with irritation. Pa, don't be ridiculous. Get back here, you bastard. I'm hungry as hell. Silence. Why, you little... I swallowed some swear words that were about to burst from my mouth because I knew that this little shred ignored my command on purpose. I tried to connect with her again, but she didn't even bother to respond. So I decided to focus a little, and yes! Now I can see what's happening just through her eyes. She was on a cozy meadow bathed in the soft moonlight. My vision didn't last long, but it helped me to track her down to her location, more or less. Suddenly, I felt her fear, panic. I ran towards her and called her out several times, but she still didn't answer me. The closer I got, the stronger her fear was. It was literally flooding my mind. I panicked for good when I felt the strong taste of blood in my mouth. I knew that Paul decided to move, and that the situation could get really ugly. I didn't want to see her vision anymore, because now it could be too vivid for me as I was trying to find my way through the forest. I was so close when I got struck by a huge wave of her emotions. I almost fell down on my knees. This is really weird. I screamed from the top of my lungs. Pa! I ran onto the glade, ready to help her fight whatever it is. When I saw the red blood on the clear snow, I almost passed out because of the awful thought. Pa is dead. Oh! I dashed towards her with all my might. I begged in my mind for her to be safe and sound. I will never, ever scream at her, I swear. I will give her all the best food. Just please. When I finally reached her, she was alive and well. A great feeling of relief overwhelmed me, but it didn't last too long when I saw that my pet was leaning over something very strange. I could tell that it really bothered her. I called her to me, watching carefully for anything dangerous that might happen. She finally obeyed my will and jumped toward me in a few angled leaps. She was a beautiful specimen of her kind, a snow leopard. She looked at me with her amazing amber eyes, trying to apologize for her behavior. I was just scared, you know? Well, it's good that nothing bad happened to you. What kept you occupied all this time? Look at that funny fellow behind me. I wanted to help him, but I felt his fear and, I got carried away and it didn't went so well, huh? I listened to her plea a little further. What I saw was some kind of icy capsule thing. After I looked, I noticed a human shape lying a few meters away. I quickly ran towards him after I saw that he was all drenched in blood. What the Oh my goodness, are you alive? I fell down on my knees right next to him and checked his breathing. It was faint, but apparently he was still breathing. He was a young lad with hair as white as paper. He was in really bad shape and did not respond to any of my waking attempts. Not caring for the cold weather, I took off my cap and covered the young man with it. "Pa, I need a hand." My familiar emerged silently before me, with 4 rabbits covered in red liquid. So that was the source of all the bloodness. I took them from her, and right after that, I sat the poor man on her back. I supported him from her left side so he wouldn't fall onto the ground. And on that note, we are going to save, and that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're enjoying this game so far. It's getting pretty interesting, I'd like to say. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!